Hello everyone, this is the installation tutorial for Empires of Europe 1700. This is going to be for Bannerlord version 1.4.5. Obviously, this also includes War Sales Patch if you want it. So there's two different things you're going to need to download, or three different things to be honest. So you can either download it off Steam's Workshop, just search Empires of Europe 1700. It's very straightforward. You will also need the mod Harmony, just Harmony. Those two mods should launch the game. So if you want to do with War Sales Patch as well, you need two other mods as well. So you're going to need obviously Empires of Europe 1700, manual download. You're going to need the War Sales Patch, manual download, and you'll also need Bannerlord software extender, manual download that. Obviously, make sure these versions are for 1.4.5. Obviously, pay attention to the mod versions in the description down below. So while those are downloading, you can go to Steam. Obviously, with Steam, you want to go to Properties, go to Game Versions and Betas. I've selected version 1.4.5. This will obviously prevent your game from updating if there's any micro patches. Sometimes micro patches can break mods. This is a perfect way to stop that from happening. So for those who are downloading from Workshop, you just click on the Workshop button, and you can see Harmony popped up here. But you can just type in, like, for example, 1700, and you'll get like different mods. For example, Empires of Europe 1700. So let's go back to our library. So once you have all that installed, or more like downloaded, once you can go to Properties, you want to go to Installed Files and Verify Integrity of Game Files. This will ensure that your game, after the update, is not corrupted or you're not missing any files from the download. So what you want to do here is obviously you're going to have the 3 zip folders. I use 7-zip rather than WinRAR. You can use WinRAR. So you want to go to these folders here. You want to right click, Properties. You want to click Unblock, Apply, then OK. You want to apply that for all 3 folders. Next, once you have those unblocked, once again, show more options. I'm 7-zip, so I'm going to go Extract 2. And you're going to end up with folders that look like these, extracted folders. Inside these folders, you're going to notice that it's a Europe 1700, and for World Sales Patch, you're going to have the main folders and the subfolders. So we're going to extract here just to make sure this is all good. Extract 2. Yes to all. So also I'm extracting and I'm blocking at the same time. So while that's happening, you want to click on Browse. So you're going to put 2 different things in 2 different spots. So your Empires of Europe, or Europe 1700, you want to put that in the Modules folder. As you can see, I have it here. You also want to put the War Sales Patch EOE in this folder as well. Next, when you open up your Bannerlord software extender, you're going to see a folder here, bin. Open this up. You want to drag these 2 folders into bin. It should overwrite, but if you want to make sure you're getting the exact files, just copy all of this and drop it into Win64 and Gaming Desktop x64 into the correct folder. So this mod, if you want to run it with War Sales as well, does not work with the base game launcher. So what you want to do, obviously, is go click on Bin, Win64 Shipping Client, and then VLSC Launcher. It's going to be the base launcher with some changes. So for mods, make sure you have Harmony up top at the very top. Then you're going to want to have Empires of Europe 1700 with the War Sales Patch underneath. As you can see, I have War Sales enabled. Once again, it is saying it's dependent, confirm, and launch the game. Depending if this is your first time installing or running this mod, it can take up to a few minutes for the shaders to load. So please give it a few minutes. Obviously, it will say here it's successfully loaded. So once again, new game. And if you're running this with an HDD or a SATA SSD, it can take up to a minute to load. M.2s can take a little bit shorter. But once again, expect this to hang for about a minute. But once it gets into character creation, you know this mod does work. So let's give it a shot and let's wait. A good tip or trick to see if your game actually is stopped from loading, well, it loaded from here, is actually opening up your task manager. By opening up your task manager and seeing that your game is running at a few percent or less, your game has crashed. If it's above a few percent, so say 7, 10%, you know your game's still loading. So as you can see here, we have our cultures. We're going to go through character creation. And then once we get into game, we know that it works. If you have any questions, obviously visit the Empires of Europe Discord, or if you can't be bothered with a large Discord, join my Discord down below, and the community will try helping you out. Once again, this is the installation tutorial for Empires of Europe 1700. Stay tuned and enjoy.